Here in the very near future, we are about to see millions and millions of Americans begin to panic. But why? It's simple. It has to do with money. Right now, we are anticipating we are going to see millions of people get laid off from their jobs because of multiple reasons. One, consumers don't have money. Two, the employer doesn't have money. They want to be more profitable, and you're actually standing in their way. So today, we're going to break all this down. I want to explain what's going on, what certain businesses are doing, what Amazon announced just yesterday that is going to have a cascading effect all over the industry. But it's going to impact millions. So I'm going to break all this down in just a moment. But all I ask is one thing. It takes 2 seconds. Go ahead, hit that like button if you enjoy these daily updates. And now let's begin. Now, if you think millions of people are not going to panic because they're going to have money, the Federal Reserve today is going to announce rate cuts, and that should be good for the economy. Yes, it should be. You're right about that. But here's where people are wrong. Just because the Federal Reserve is going to announce a rate cut today does not mean the American people are not going to feel the impact. Here's the problem. When rates come down, that's good news. It should boost the economy. It should propel the economy in a upward way. But here's the issue. It's going to take time. Think about it. As businesses go and hire new people and they give you a raise, guess what? You don't get an entire yearly raise in one day. No. You get paid slowly, and you got to build up that cash cushion. Here's the problem. Many businesses aren't going to be around in the next 6 months or a year. Just look at this. Warn notices issued to 2,600 CarePoint employees, setting December 12th for possible layoffs. Yeah, this is CarePoint Health Hospital Network. Yeah, they're going to lay off employees. Well, then look at this, okay? Boeing is considering temporary layoffs to save cash during their member strike. Now, here's an issue with that, and I've talked about this multiple times over the past week, is Boeing coming out saying that they are going to consider temporary layoffs. This is just their way of laying off employees that they don't deem necessary. That's it. You think they're going to call them back when the strike is over? It's highly unlikely. But that's the way they're trying to position it right now. Got a company like this, Cisco. They're going to cut 5,600 jobs in the second round of layoffs this year. They've already laid off thousands of employees, but they're going to lay off another 5,600. Or this one right here. Samsung is going to cut 30% administrative staff by the end of 2024. You know how many employees Samsung has? Now, they've already announced, or I know Intel has, 10,000 employees that they're going to lay off. This is so far, but it's going to get worse. Look at this. It says, as per calculation, this can result in over 25,000 people losing their jobs in the sales and marketing staff alone, while another 27,800 employees will be laid off from other departments. That's just Samsung alone. And again, remember how I just told you that Intel was going to lay off 10,000 people? Well, look at this new report. Intel is laying off over 15,000 employees and will stop non-essential work. Yeah, that's what's happening. That is crazy, but this is the big one. Right here, Amazon, okay? Amazon's CEO, Andy Jassy, reveals layoffs will happen soon in a latest memo. Now, why is he talking about layoffs? Because Amazon just announced the other day that they are going to be recalling all their employees back to the office starting January 2nd, 2025. So why would he be addressing layoffs? Well, look at this. I want to read you this, okay? Look at this right here. It says, Jassy emphasized that having fewer managers will remove unnecessary layers within the company, improving decision-making and reducing bureaucracy. Now, I want to touch on that. So he is going to reduce the amount of managers that Amazon has within the company. That's going to remove unnecessary layers and improve decision making. You know what that's going to do? That's going to, again, the management position isn't technically going away. There's still somebody that has to manage the people beneath them. But the manager's going away. So guess what that does? That brings up another person in charge of the people below them, but they don't get the manager title. You know what they get? They get additional roles and responsibilities without the additional pay. That's what they get. So essentially what Amazon's doing, and it's smart from a business perspective, but if you look at this and you try to really flesh it out and see what this is going to do to the entire industry, to all employees, to all businesses, it's going to hurt them. But for Amazon, this is smart. Let's get rid of certain employees that are just deemed as a manager, just there to manage individuals. And let's give another person that role and responsibility without the additional pay. They're going to save money. Let's keep reading this. It says, he argued that this change would empower ground level employees, allowing them to move faster and make more impactful decisions, ultimately benefiting customers. While the memo positioned these changes as efforts to boost efficiency, they are likely to result in another round of layoffs following the massive cuts in 2023, which saw 27,000 employees lose their job. Okay, here's what I can tell you. We are going to see thousands and thousands of employees from Amazon alone lose their jobs. The majority will be management, but again, there will still be some in other departments as well. Now, why do I bring this up? Simple. People think that right now, because they have a job, that they've had a job for years, they're safe. Nobody's safe. It doesn't matter where you work. If you work for another person, right? You are a salary or W-2 employee. You are not safe. If there's somebody above you, they can get rid of you. That's what's going to happen. This is why millions of Americans will panic, because they do not have money saved up. They don't have any money. And this is why I bring this to your attention, because I've been talking to you guys about this for months, years really, is to make sure you're doing what you can to put more of this in your bank account, in your pocket. Stop spending this on frivolous things. Stop spending this on unnecessary items. Only buy what you need. So, I will leave you with that, but just understand at this time, there are warning signs all over the place that thousands of businesses are going to lay off employees here in the near future. If it doesn't happen in 2024, it will happen in the early part of 2025. So, if you have any questions whatsoever, please ask your questions down in the comment section below. But again, thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.